Hello everyone, this is Madhuri, Associate Professor, Department of Law, Sri Padmavati University, Tirupati. Dear friends, today we are going to discuss about what is public interest litigation and how it is going to work. And this we have to discuss, and we are going to discuss about what is PIL, how it is going to be filed, and how can it will be filed, and at the same time how the law governs the particular in India, and what are the particular proceeding methods, and we will conclude. Here the first point what we need to be given is people in India are always given a right to file interest litigation in the high courts or supreme courts even when the cause has not affected them directly and it is for the benefit of on the public at large. So public interest litigation can be filed or a PIL can be filed by an individual or a group of people, and it must be noted that PIL is not filed against any private person and it cannot be filed against any state or a union government. So what is public interest litigation? Here we have to talk about trust, equality, hope, peace, justice, rule of law, dignity and prosperity. These are the main pillars to file a particular PIL. A person who is just filing a petition must prove to his satisfaction to the court that the petition is being filed for public interest and not for his personal. And the court can file or the court can itself take cognizance of this particular matter and proceed suo motu of the cases, can commence on the petition of any public spirited individual. So here the bonded labor matters, neglected children, non-payment of minimum wages of workers, exploitation of workers, atrocity of the particular on women, these are all some of the examples how we can just exemplarize as some matters where you can file a particular PIL. So here this is also some of the points where we can mention environment pollution, disturbance of ecological balance, food adulteration and maintenance of heritage and culture also can be taken on environmental pollution or in food sectors. Here the particular objective what we can say is common people has to have an access to the court. That is the main aim or an objective of this particular PIL, to obtain any kind of legal redress. So PIL is an important instrument of a social change and for maintaining the rule of law and accelerating the balance between law and justice. So the original purpose of this particular PIL has been to make a justice accessible to the poor and marginalized. So it is important tool and also make human rights to reach those who have been denied their rights. It also democrates the access of a justice to all, any citizens, and at the same time who is just capable of being petitions on behalf of those who cannot do or do not have any kind to do so. It helps the judicial monitoring of the particular state institutions like prisons, protective homes and so on, and it is also giving implement of the particular concept of judicial review. So enhancing the public participation in the judicial review of administrative action is ensuring by the inception of the particular PILs. And who can file a particular PIL? Any individual, as I told you, or an organization can file a PIL either in his or her or their own standing, that is to protect or enforce a right owned to him or them by standing the government on our behalf of section of the society who is disadvantaged or oppressed is not been able to enforce their particular rights. However, only a person acting in good faith or who has sufficient interest in the proceeding will have the locus standi to file a PIL. Where can a PIL can be filed? So this PIL are the extensions of a particular writ jurisdictions. So therefore, a PIL can be filed either before the Honorable Supreme Court of India under Article 32 of an Indian Constitution or any other under Article 226 of Indian Constitution. However, a simple letter or the postcard addressed to the particular Chief Justice of India or a Chief Justice of an High Court may suffice, and at the same time we can choose to take cognizance of a letter and convert into a PIL, and in the case of rural litigation and entitlement and in the same size also we can just make it out. Law governing PILs are also there in India, relaxing the rules of a local standi. Here the particular points where we can have is PIL can be filed or any place welfare of the particular societies and disadvantages also has to be taken here. So relaxing procedures also there, that means relaxed procedural rules. Court have treated even a letter or a telegram as a pill, or in the case of a rural litigation or indictment of the Kendras also can be taken. So even the law regarding the pleadings has been relaxed in the courts in case of pills. Question of maintainability is also should be there. The government may not be allowed to raise questions as to the maintaining of a particular pill in the courts if a prima facie has been satisfied and there is a variation of constitutional rights of a disadvantaged category of the people. And principles of res judicata or any principles analogous, it would be depend upon the particular circumstances also will be taken. So appointment of a commission also should be there. In some circumstances a court may appoint a commission or other bodies to investigate these particular matters. In the event of the commission to take a public institution, the court may direct management of it. So pill regarding constitutionality is originally High Court should not be entertained such a petition by way of a pill, or a validity of a statute rule also can be taken. So complete justice should be coming under Article 142 of Indian Constitution, and the Honorable Supreme Court of a particular India has a discretionary power to pass a decree or an order as may be necessary to do complete justice. So High Courts may pass orders to do complete justice, and they do not have powers akin to the granted of Honorable Supreme Courts under Article 142. So what are the some essentials of a particular drafting is nothing but collection of information and collation of a documents and court in which it is to be filed. And details what we have to remember here is clearly stated that proof of an identity, facts of a case, nature of justice, and your postal address with your PAN card number, everything, phone number and everything, and any personal interest why you are filing this, details of any kind of litigation, the class of persons of those benefit of the pill is being filed and how they are incapable of accessing to the court, any body or institution or any person they are affected in this particular party, and the petitioner must also state that they are able to pay a cost if any or imposed by the court. So what is the particular procedural for the filing? Supreme Court and then High Court. So details here we can mention it, summarize that number of copies when the pill is to be copied, and service of the copies respondent and at the same time oppositions, and court fee to be affixed to the particular petition. So these are the particular details which I mentioned for your reference. And there are certain kind of landmark judgments under this pill. These are the citations what I gave you. Please kindly go through with this. Indian Bank Associations Bombay versus Devkala Consultancy Services. In this case, a petitioner might have moved a court in her private interest and the redressal of the personal grievance. The court has further public interest may treat the necessary to into and inquiry into the state of affairs of the particular subject of a particular litigation in the interest of justice. And another case we can just mention is MC Mehta versus Union of India, that is a Ganga pollution case. This is also a very famous case under water pollution which has been taken. The particular statutory provisions and how it was being affected there also can be identified. And Vishaka versus Rajasthan, this is also happened 2013, Article 14, Article 15 and Article basing on this particular Article 15 and 14 of an Indian Constitution, what are the guidelines which has been given under sexual harassment of women at the workplace. Please kindly go through with this particular case also for your references. And finally, I would like to conclude, my dear friends, a pill is an important judicial tool, especially for the protection of the rights of those who are unable to approach the particular court themselves, and they are one of the most common uses of the particular litigation, especially in the environmental cases. The court have tried to make rules regarding pills simple and as well as discourage the filing of a particular pills in a public interest and not behalf of any kind of things. So however, there are certain kind of the particular several instances which has been taken further, so their own private interest is under the particular guise of a particular pill. So finally, my dear friends, all kind of pills can be filed, and according to this particular common used forms also should be taken in any kind of an action which should be benefited to the society. Thank you.